Hello, everyone. Welcome to this reading. My name is Mira, and this is Age of Aquarius Oracle. I get a message from Spirit, and I already pulled some cards. I was guided to use this alchemy deck, which was actually sitting in my bedroom for quite a long time. I don't remember why. And I feel guided today to use it, so I shuffled it, and these three cards came out. I already cleansed the space and connected to the energies, and I got some messages. So I'm thinking how to go about it because it was a little bit all over the place. There was a certain urgency in the energy. It was about mm, like the time is now, the time is ripe. Possibly you are ready. But let's go through what I got so far, and then I'll pull some tarot cards and maybe get some more details. Another thing that I got with the urgency, it was something heating up. I don't know what or why, or if it's just connected with the urgency. Now I'm getting a pressure point. It got to a certain level, and if it possibly mainly is about um, your core wounds. Um, what I got was that it is connected to your Chiron placement, and for quite many of you, it might be about being seen in some way. So, first of all, if you are not aware of this whole concept of the core wound and maybe what you came here to heal, then maybe it is a hint for you to read a little bit about it. What is your Chiron placement? You can find free astrological sites where you input your birth date and time and place of your birth. And I mean, for the Chiron placement, it's probably time and it's not that important, but it certainly helps with other placements. I mean, and it is something that is usually connected with also with our past lives. It will give you definitely a hint how to interpret this message in case you're already not aware about your Chiron placement and your core wound. Yeah. Okay. And what else I got with the Chiron card is that it is time. It is time to go deeper. For some of you that are maybe already aware about your Chiron placement, it's like until now, you scratched a surface. For some of you, maybe you made a good dent, but still, what I'm getting is that it is time to go deeper, that you're ready for it. Um, yeah. And also, for some of you, it's finally the end of victim mentality, or, and not really, I mean, like deliberately playing a victim, but being still in grasp of the past, of the wound, letting your past dictate or influence your present. And it's meant, of course, influencing in a negative way. It's, it's like finally breaking free of that past, of that wound, of that fear, whatever that is for you. Then we got the peacock tail. Now noticing it's like there is this light rainbow here as well. So a peacock. I checked a little bit about the cards in the guidebook as well, in case something jumps out. But actually, I got a little bit different message that is in the guidebook, but only partially. The guidebook is saying that the peacock's tail is about widening the perspective, full spectrum of colors, and many possibilities. And while it's not opposite or exclusive with all I got, but I mean with the eyes, more eyes, thousand eyes. Yeah, there was something about thousand eyes. This is what I was getting about you finally showing yourself. As I mentioned earlier, it was something about a fear of being seen, or finally really showing who you are, what you are, like truly seen. If I would make yeah, an example, for example, I also do have a fear of being seen, right? Quite terrible, and this, I mean, it was incredibly difficult for me to actually start recording, to start doing the readings. It, and I mean, even when I started, I didn't post anything. And then I post something and stopped for almost a year or even longer. So, and still, this is uh, basically just scratching a surface, right? At least for me, the real thing, just to give you an example, a perspective, right? And maybe this, uh, yeah, let's move on. What I wanted to say is, for example, I hate seeing myself on camera. So there will be a next step for me. I don't know if I mean, probably at some point one day, I don't know, I will be able to do that. And the ultimate challenge is definitely my art, to actually show someone my paintings, my art, apart from my son, right? Because of fear of judgment, which is actually as well the fear of being seen. So this is basically telling that you are ready for the next step, even if I'm not, right? So you are a little bit further ahead along the journey. it's also very inspirational for me. So kudos. And it's great that I can read for you. Where was I? Right. Going deeper, really showing who you are. It's like a next level, a next step, but it's quite a huge step. It's I don't know. We'll see. I'll get some tarot cards to clarify each of the cards, but I'll like to first go through the general message. And I'm thinking, yeah, yeah. What I heard was you've been hiding long enough. So I'm not sure what are you doing. It is probably you probably already know what I'm talking about. Since this is your reading, you're going to feel it. It's the first thing that popped in your head when I mentioned it. The urgency. Yeah, I mentioned the urgency already. Maybe there is also some sort of offer. That's what I'm getting right now. Well, we'll see what will come in tarot. An opportunity for that to show off, to stop hiding yourself. And then we got 10. Oh, to mention the numbers, as you can see, 11, or in case you're just listening, 55 and 21. 14, which is the keywords for this is, of course, tin is a malleable metal, sort of soft. It's expansive. We have Jupiter, but this is also Saturn, right? In any case, this is symbolizing a breaking point, a limit. Something is something is at a point where in order to continue there needs to be a fresh perspective, some big milestone or limit has been reached, and it's time to step up, because the other option is what, to regress or to stay where you are. But maybe what I'm getting, it's also not for some reason sustainable, or I don't know. Take that how it resonates. It's like you you have to. I mean, you have to. You don't have to do anything, but it's how it's coming out. And the only way is forward or up. Hmm. Such a funny thing. This cup has broken edges. I don't know. Where is the cup? Here. But I have two cups like that, and actually I prefer the broken one. And every time I drink from it, my my lips are looking for the dent, so I can have it directly on my lip, because I don't know, and if I'm using the other one that is not broken, I I kept, when I'm drinking, turning the cup looking for the dent, and being disappointed when I'm not finding it. So I don't know why I just told you, but it's also I guess, a message, maybe something about imperfections, or yeah, I mean, that's the whole point of this, or the motto of the channel, as I created it. Let your imperfections have a voice. Hmm. Okay, interesting. So also now I'm seeing in my notes, something that came true is let the energy carry you. It's like with the I don't know if it's with the peacock's tail or the tin. There is, or maybe it's external, right? With the offer, or with something, there is a surge of energy. Maybe that is also what's bringing the urgency and the heat. But it's like you don't have to do that much. It shouldn't be strenuous. It's like let the energy carry you. I don't know. I wasn't asking anything, but I wanted to clarify the Chiron. So this card fell on the floor. So let's see. We have Seven of Wands, cornered. There is no way I'm going to read those small letters with these glasses. Okay. I don't know mm, if the camera can pick it up. Never mind. Seven of Wands is standing up for yourself, right? But here, as it said, it's cornered, and it's the right. It's what I was getting as well. Like there is no other way but up or forward. So to have courage. Wheel of Fortune, yes, it feels very guided, very destined. Um, it's your right, the Chiron, that's your destiny, it's your fate, but it's also the Wheel of Fortune is the change. It's the breaking point of the cycle, right? It is the turning point, the point where you can make a different decision or make a decision, important decision. And we have Six of Cups in reverse. Hmm. It's past lives. Maybe it's something you, what does it say? The future through the eyes of the past, right? Maybe it's something also that you failed to heal in past lives, or it can be also symbolizing that this is keeping you still stuck somehow in the past, right? I was speaking about the victim mentality. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Let's clarify the peacock's tail. Ten of Pentacles. The Star. Okay, I'll be nervous. Okay. And Five of Pentacles. Interesting. And Seven of Cups. Wanted to come out. So Ten of Pentacles. Here it says the ideal family has cloning gone too far. They have all the same face. The Ten of Pentacles is about legacy and stability, right? Which may be what is waiting for you once you allow yourself to be fully seen, to be truly seen. It may be also, yeah, I mean, with the star in reverse, it's like really you losing hope and missing opportunities. Maybe you already did miss some opportunities in the past. It can be also a fear of exposure, still symbolizing really still the fear of being seen. But star is also about healing. So I hope that you are able to overcome this. And I mean, this whole reading is here for you now to support you. I just, yeah, I wanted to reiterate that it is just before the the breakthrough, the, I don't know, accepting the opportunity that is coming to you that will expose you on a wide level. That is the time when the fear and despair is the the biggest, right? This excruciating. Making that decision is incredibly difficult. Your ego is battling you because it's a change, it's a huge change, it's dangerous. Careful what you do. Are you sure you want to do it? Right? There are voices like that in your head telling you we're not, we're very, we're okay here. Why would you do that? Why would you bring so much danger or risks in a way to your life? And what you need to do is to reframe those ideas, thoughts, that inner talk, even if everything you fear of would be true, is it really that big of a problem? Because the fear of the things is actually much worse than the thing actually happening. I think I already mentioned it in one of the other readings. The fear of pain is bigger problem or is more painful than the pain actually, or there is no pain, there is just fear of pain, or there is a then in the end a minor inconvenience. I'm sure you already had that kind of examples in your life, that something that you feared so much wasn't actually that bad at all. Maybe it wasn't pleasant, right? I mean, yeah, there are some obstacles, but it wasn't really that bad in the end. Or you were able to prepare yourself mentally, and therefore it wasn't a big problem. Then we have Seven of Cups, which is again possibilities, options, and what does it say? Seven weird, wild, and wonderful illusions to dazzle and distract your mind. Okay, so maybe also right, distractions, and now I'm getting what this is about. You make maybe not all of you, but maybe for someone, it is very possible that you will get another offer that will lead you back to the past, to the things you know. Mm, maybe your old job, something from the past life where you, well, past life, I don't mean literally previous incarnation, but in your current life from the past, something, an offer to do something you know how to do, maybe a job offer, or I don't know. This is also happening very often, and it's usually a test to see, a test from universe, for from the, I don't know, negative powers. I don't, take it how it resonate, explaining how you want to explain it to yourself, but it is happening uh, very often, if not to everyone, that just before you make a leap of faith or a big change towards authenticity and well, toward being seen, you get a offer, tempting offer, to stay where you are or to go back. But was also was getting that it is not an option for you to stay or to go back. I don't know, for whatever reason, like you internally no longer resonate with that. You know, you would be unhappy, but still, there might be some inner parts of you that will be tempting and that will trying to convince you that this is a good idea and the way to go. And we have a Five of Pentacles, lost, alone, and afraid, which is with worse to come. And this is what I was mentioning earlier, that it is the hardest. Why this is with the star in reverse. It is the point where you really will feel the weight. It is the breaking point where you need to make a heart-based decision, soul-based decision, and it's difficult. But it feels like you have to remember you already made that choice. Mm. It sounds all, again like I'm quoting Matrix. Yes, you already did make that choice. You just have to remember why. And also, once you do make the decision, you will feel so much relief, especially when you communicate your answer. You won't have to convince yourself about it. It will be easy. And remember, also very important thing when making any kind of decisions, if you don't feel it in your heart on the inside that it is 100% yes, then it's a fact no. Okay. Let's clarify the thing. What kind of other messages can we get? Couple of cards wanted to come out, didn't come out. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Three of Cups. The three graces of Dimension Q. Sisters, friends, and masters of arrivals. Okay. Death in reverse. And the Two of Pentacles. Yeah. What does it say? Trapped between two realities. Can she keep her balance? Yes, exactly. Trapped between two realities. There will be choice. I was getting a choice with those offers. Secrets of the Pharaoh's ancient aliens. Okay. I don't know. I'll take that if that resonates. If you have some connection to the ancient Egypt. But let's unpack this. So, what I was getting with the Three of Cups. Well, I mean, Three of Cups is, in general is a celebration, right? But this is maybe also a hint. That's what I'm getting. If you have someone you can talk to, because with the Five of Pentacles, I was getting also that you are very alone in this decision somehow or for some reason. I mean, definitely you have to find the answer inside. But if you have a wise counsel, really wise, someone you can trust, then reach out for help, talk to someone you really do trust that will have your best interest in heart. That in reverse, that is beautiful because it's to be expected. I mean, we talked about it. It's well, that is about rebirth, right? A transformation. And we talked about it, how difficult it is, which is here again stressed out. It's the breaking point. Something needs to end, something needs to die. And maybe you also need to, on some level, be ready to mourn the the old life, things you have to leave behind, maybe. Yeah. And again, it's stressing the fear of change. Because as I said, it is the worst at these kind of points or yeah, decision points with the Wheel of Fortune, where you are at the brink of a new cycle. Two of Pentacles, yeah, it's the decision, it's the balance, it's the ability to, well, to be in the flow and change momentum. What I'm getting is to push off from the old and get the momentum into the new. And Queen of Pentacles, well, it's directly connected with the death. It's here it's in reverse, and it's a little bit of warning, or yeah, I mean, Queen of Pentacles is exactly what you in reverse. If it's in reverse, what do you in this case, what do you fear? It's the follower, it's the conservative, it's the staying at, well, where it was, staying in the past, being judgmental. So I don't know if you have an inner voice that is like that. Maybe this is also something that needs to die. Maybe there are some parts of you that no longer can continue with you. Even though, I mean, I don't know, to be honest. I'm not going to pretend to know everything. I don't know a lot of things. I don't know. Well, it's very little I do know. Let's put it like that. And I know that the point of a shadow work is to integrate all the parts that we have and to give them a voice, to, well, include them, incorporate them. But I think that there are certain parts of us that were created by the society or as an imprint that we can and have to eliminate. So take that how that resonates. Maybe a part of you just have to morph into to have a different role, or literally it needs to die. It is a part that is, as I said, yeah, hypercritical, judgmental. Okay. um I think that's it. I'm being guided to pull a card from a channeled spiritual guidance card. So let's take one, and I'm going to leave it there. Okay, so what is the message? What is the guidance? Oh no, that's too much. Too many. One or two tops, please. Okay. The Oracle. In the shadow of life, she appears brimming with energy and power. She is a wise and timeless soul who has transcended eons. She has seen the passage of souls walking through their journeys and returning into their soul links in the spiritual realms. She is often seen as an illusionary figure, a wisp of light, or a glimpse of energy who leaves a powerful note that sends a message to individuals and to the world. She will never appear unless you are prepared for the journey that lies ahead. If she has brushed against your thoughts, embrace her light and open the doorway to her wisdom. If you seek her wisdom and knowledge, use it wisely. Remember, as she gives, she can remove. Okay. Quite powerful message and very fitting with the reading. So I wish you all the best on your journey and with your decisions, which, as I said, you already made. And thank you very much for uh, stopping by. I hope you felt seen and heard, and I hope this message brought you some clarity and healing. And I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.